All right, ready?
Ready.
We're live in 3, 2, 1. A new year means new UMass hockey matchups right here on 91.1 WMUA Sports. Welcome into the broadcast, everyone. My name's John Ruggiero. I'm alongside my good friend Noah Glickman. We've got Jacob Repper ringside. You're going to hear from him in a little bit, but it's the Minutemen versus the BU Terriers for the first time in 2026. Before the game, we're going to set the stage for you. UMass last year, at least up until the end of the calendar year, went 9-9. Obviously not exactly where they want to be, but they did end the year with a bright spot.
Yeah, not exactly where they want to be, John. 9-9, and of course, 2-6 in Hockey East play going into 2026. But they did have a bright spot. They put up a great game in the first game of the Northeastern Series at Matthews Arena, and then their last game at Matthews Arena, and in that series, they put up a 3-2 win over Northeastern. So it was a really good game and a bright spot heading into 2026 for the Minutemen.
And heading into 2026, a couple of Minutemen went abroad. Václav Nestersil, Jack Musa, and Larry Keenan playing in some international tournaments, Noah.
Yeah, we had Musa and Larry Keenan in the Spangler Cup in Switzerland. Jack Musa, 2 goals, no assists in 4 games. Larry Keenan didn't put up any points, but was a solid defenseman for the U.S. Collegiate Selects in Switzerland at the Spangler Cup tournament.
He sure was. And we're going to take a quick pause for the national anthem here at the Mullen Center. A pretty good crowd for the middle of January. Obviously, the students not back in session just yet. But here's the national anthem on 91.1. Thank you for standing by for the Star Spangled Banner. We're not done just yet on our little pregame show here before puck drop. We're going to send it ringside to our man, Jacob Repper. He's got a couple notes on some line changes. Jacob, take it away.
Thank you, guys. It's been over a month since UMass Hockey last played Hockey East games, and a lot has gone on since then. Coach Carvel deciding to switch up the lines a little bit, an area that has left him pretty disgruntled to start the early season. You look at this right here. Václav Nestersil and Jack Kalanick, 2 teammates at Muskegon in the USHL, split up. That's the first time this has happened to start a game this season. Nestersil, of course, captured silver with Team Czechia and is currently the top 3rd in the nation among freshmen with points with 20. And then someone else to watch out for, Daniel Jenczko. Just 1 point in his last 6 games, hasn't scored since the 14th of November against Boston College. Coach Carvel said earlier this week that's the guy that needs to elevate his game. And don't forget about the top centerman, Mikey D'Angelo. Had a game-winning goal over Northeastern. UMass's last game of 2025. Was a little bit injury-riddled to start his career as a Minuteman, but Coach Carvel said that's a guy that can elevate his game and likely will to start this 2026. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Jacob. And you just saw our brand new camera. Ringside was Jacob Repper. Great work from him. So now we're going to continue with some players to watch from yourself.
Yeah, so my player to watch for UMass is Michael Robel. He didn't have the start of the season that he wanted, with just under a 900 save percentage. Not the start of the season that he or Coach Carvel wanted, but he had some time to rest. He had some time to work on his physical and mental game. So we'll see what he brings to the table tonight. It should be a bounce-back game.
And we're off at the Mullins Center. BU wins the opening draw. Back to Cole Hudson, coming off a stint at the World Juniors. He did get injured, took a puck to the back of the head, had to be stretchered off the ice, but he's back now for the Terriers, has 20 points on the year, following in a couple of his brother's footsteps. And here come the Terriers into the zone. Bovert backhands it wide. It goes to the left side for Owen McLaughlin, the Flyers draft pick. Landon Nyes is there. He tries to backhand it up the near side, and it's out via the stick of Nestrasil. Hudson gives it away to Nestrasil. He'll break in towards the left. Has it on his backhand. Gets around Gavin McCarthy, but can't hold possession.
Good heads-up play there by Vaslav Nestrasil, staying on the puck and putting some good pressure on Cole Hudson.
Here come the Terriers back the other way. It's Tynan Lawrence. He just joined the team from the USHL. We'll have a little bit more on that later with Jacob Repper, but obviously a little bit different when someone joins the team in the middle of the year when it comes to college hockey.
Yeah, John, especially this kid. He's 17, the second youngest player in the NCAA. Going to leave a huge mark here for Boston University. And it's also interesting to mention, John, all but 3 of their starters tonight have been drafted to the National Hockey League. So BU is leading the country with 19 draft picks on their roster. Really a packed team for Boston University.
They sure are, Noah. And I mean, you'd think with that many draft picks, they would be the best team in all of college hockey, but they're right just outside of the top 20 when it comes to NPI. They're in 23rd. They are ranked in the poll at 19th, but obviously some work to do for Jay Pandolfo's group. Pandolfo, in his 4th season, he's taken BU to, or actually he's in his 5th season as he's taken BU to 4 straight Frozen Fours. He has been a great presence behind the bench for the Terriers.
Yeah, many call it for BU a recalibration as 8 of their forwards got injured in the beginning of the season. It was also called a personnel crisis by multiple people.
And here come the Terriers back the other way. They enter on the right. Good back check from Owen Mellenbacher, stripping Ben Merrill of the puck. And it slides back to the stick of Landon Nyes. Over the week, Greg Carvel said he expects Landon Nyes to make an impact heading into 2026. He's projected to be picked in the next NHL draft this April. And he's been all right to start the year, at least when it comes to the sake of a freshman. He has 2 points. He has no fear shooting the puck, though, that's for sure.
No, absolutely not. He's got a great shot, and he has made a really good impact for the Minutemen this year on their defense.
Puck went out of play. It's going to be dropped once again on the Power U logo here at the Mullins Center. Face-off won by the Terriers, back to Cole Hudson. He'll rip it in on the left. It's played by Michael Rabel behind his goal. Rabel played in the first game against Northeastern. Obviously, the Minutemen lost in overtime in that one 3-2. But he did provide a good effort nonetheless. Owen Murray rips it around and tries to find Olvestad on the left point. It evades his stick and goes out to the neutral zone.
Yeah, it was a good wraparound from Owen Murray to his partner, Lucas Olvestad. Puck just bounced towards the blue line and just got over Olvestad's stick for Minutemen to regroup.
Here they come. D'Angelo now, Musa back to D'Angelo, backhands it middle, looking for Musa. Wasn't able to get a shot away. It's to Nestrasil, trying to spin it back to Mikey D'Angelo, but it's taken away by Charlie Trethway. And here come the Terriers once again. Boumedian tries to send it to the point. Larry Keenan has the puck stuck in his skates. It's kept in by Trethway for the moment, but gotten out by the Minutemen. Here they come. It's Matthew Wild. The RIT transfer spins it back for Keenan. Now nice shot. Save Yegorov. Rebound to the left corner for Daniel Yenchko. He cuts, sends it up top for Nyes. He'll shoot. Deflected out of play.
We talked just a minute ago John, about Landon Nyes and what he's going to do in this new year, and I think that shift for him was a perfect example of what he's going to do. Caught the rebound near the blue line with an excellent shot in traffic. He's looking to make his presence known.
How about Matthew Wild there as well, Noah? Was able to get the puck out of the UMass zone and break in and get a nice pass on back to Landon Nyes.
Really strong connection there between the two.
Matthew Wild still without a goal, at least when it comes to a hockey game that counts. He was able to score one against Simon Fraser. The Minutemen played in an exhibition against them on January 2nd. So at least some confidence boosting there for Matthew Wild. Was also able to score in the mock shootout that are held in traditional exhibition games. He remains on the ice now alongside Jack Galenik and Daniel Jensko. Once again, the Terriers come back the other way. They're making a line change as the puck slides right towards their bench. Have to be careful of too many men. It comes back towards the right side. Celebrini able to get it in, and it goes to the stick of Landon Nyes. Up the near side, he turns it over. Terriers trying to get it deep, unable. Larry Keenan jumps on the loose puck. And he'll spring ahead. Tries to backhand it back, but it's Kletchko to shoot it towards the net, blocked in front. It rests on the stick of Jack Galenik. He's hit along the right corner boards, and the Terriers clear it. And here they come right in. Svoboda to the right side for McCarthy. He backhands it up for Hudson. Now a shot at the point, saved by Michael Rabel. Jonathan Morello, the Bruins draft pick, on the chance.
Yeah, that was a great shift there by BU. They had some great passing in their offensive zone. But something I want to also mention, John, Larry Keenan seems to have some energy going from the Spangler Cup. He's had some excellent possessions so far in this game, getting a couple shots on goal, but nonetheless shooting it through traffic to create some good chances for the Minutemen.
Larry Keenan was not able to get on the score sheet in the Spangler Cup, but it was a great effort nonetheless for him. Was typically placed in the 7th defensive spot. And here are the Terriers. Hudson shot from the point into the glove of Michael Rabel for a whistle as there's some jousting in front with Justin Kerr and Jonathan Morello.
Yeah, that was a ripper there by Cole Hudson. Cole Hudson, of course, as we talked about a little bit during the World Juniors, took a puck to the back of the head. He said that he got knocked out cold for a second after that puck hit his head, but it's good to see him back on the ice here for BU. Glad to see that he's okay.
He remains on the ice in the left defensive spot as it was Ben Merrill trying to shoot it towards the net. It ramped off a stick out of play. Not many chances so far. Early in this one, 14:48 to go in the first. 0-0 the score. John Ruggiero alongside Noah Glickman. Only 2-1 the shots in favor of the Terriers.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of slot defense from both of these teams, really trying to block shots as much as they can. Really doing a good job of, like I said, defending the slot.
Terriers get one towards the slot there. Was shot wide. It comes up top for Hudson. Left circle. Skates to the right and shoots. It's blocked wide. He gets his own rebound along the right boards. Sends it across to McCarthy. His shot is blocked. Deflects to the right. And a BU Terrier is there as the Terriers aren't able to shoot it towards the net. And it comes back towards the corner. Owen Mellenbacher and Francesco Del Elche with Elias Zimmerman on the ice, trying to get it out along the far side. Terriers keep it in for now. Here comes Mellenbacher. He'll bank it off high glass and out.
Yeah, UMass needed a clear there. Good job by Owen Mellenbacher, bouncing it off the glass and getting a good clear.
Here's Hudson again. Drops it off for Owen McLaughlin. He's hit along the boards by Colson Hanrahan. Sent up top for the Terriers. Shot was blocked by Jack Musa. It pops to the left corner for Boivert. And out by UMass.
Yeah, important to mention, John, Colson Hanrahan's on the second defensive pairing tonight. Went from an extra defenseman in the beginning of the season to now on the second D pairing with Francesco Del Elche. Some really, really good hockey played by Hanrahan.
Obviously wasn't in the lineup really to start the year, but he has gotten in with regularity as of late. The local kid from Longmeadow making an impact on the UMass blue line. Here's Jack Muse. The puck barely skitters away from him as he tried to shoot it, but it is sent around the boards to the right side. Galenic chasing after it. Terriers can't get it out, kept in by Nesterson. Now Muse cuts towards the middle. Forehand, can't shoot it. And the trailer was Olvestead, wasn't able to get it on.
Yeah, it was a great effort by Jack Musa, fighting off Jack Harvey in the beginning of that possession towards the Hockey East logo, but then really found a good opening in front of the net and getting a good shot down.
Minutemen iced the puck with 12:29 to go in the first. Nothing doing for either team so far. Faceoff will come back in front of Michael Rammel on the left dot. Tynan Lawrence comes in for the draw. He will go up against Jack Galenic.
John, I didn't have my time for my player to watch, but Tynan Lawrence is my player to watch today.
He just won a face-off back to Cole Iserman. It's along the right side looking for Celebrini. But Lawrence is definitely a player and a story to watch. Not just for this game, for the rest of the season for the Terriers.
Yes, this is his first collegiate hockey game. He was picked up legitimately like a week or two ago from the USHL.
Down goes the Terrier. Ahead goes Jack Galenic. Sends it right to Yenchko. Breaks in on the right. Sends it back for Keenan. He'll make a move to the back end to the right corner. Celebrini's there, so is Lawrence. It goes back to the stick of Keenan. He'll shoot it on, saved by Yegorov. Rebound to the stick of Matthew Wild. He'll rip it around to the left side for Nyes. Nyes, his shot is blocked, and the Terriers hold possession. Iseman tries to flip it ahead, looking for a fellow Terrier. It was Ryder Ritchie breaking ahead, wasn't able to grab that puck. Nyes sends it in. Justin Kerr looking for the loose change. Cole Hudson, though, evades Bo Kosman with ease. There's a pass across, and down goes Brandon Svoboda as he tried to shoot it towards the net. As the seconds tick away in this first period, 11 minutes remaining. Just like that, the puck goes out of play for a stoppage.
And one last thing, John. Minutemen have to be a little more careful with their sticks. They're holding it up a bit too high. Almost called two really close penalties there. Didn't, but could have been two situations there where I could have seen a penalty happen.
Thought this was going to be a media timeout, Noah, and I was going to send it to Jacob Ringside, who was ready to go, but they're telling the players to line back up.
We haven't had the under 14 yet.
I think the puck was sent directly out of play by a Minuteman stick, which is why they weren't able to change, which means there's no media timeout. McCarthy rips it in off back glass. Colson Hanrahan is there. So is Mellenbacher. 2-on-2 behind Michael Rabbel. It skitters to the far corner. Elias Zimmerman seeing some action for the first time in a couple of games. He's still searching for his first collegiate goal. Owen Mellenbacher trying to win the race against Gavin McCarthy for the loose puck. Mellenbacher plays the body but can't corral it.
Really, really strong effort there by Owen Mellenbacher, chasing Gavin McCarthy down.
Here's Cole Hudson, cuts towards the net. His shot is saved by Michael Rabbel. As Del Elche and Hudson exchange blows behind the play. Hudson not happy with the amount of contact that the Avalanche draft pick had on him during that rush.
Yeah, that just shows you how much of an excellent player Cole Hudson is. Jay Pandolfo really relies on him as a scoring defenseman. He has the most amount of goals by a defenseman in college hockey.
Bovert sends it behind the goal of Rabbel. And it rests on the stick of Mikey D'Angelo. Under 10 to go in the first. Shots currently 3 for the Terriers, 2 for the Minutemen. Francesco Del Elche holds the puck behind Michael Rammel, surveys his options. Gets a tip in from Nestercell, unable to get it deep though, and it goes to the stick of Sasha Boumedian. He'll clear it in and go for a change. It's turned over behind Michael Rabel to Bovert. He'll cut back along the right corner, working on D'Angelo. He'll spin it middle. No one was home except for Vaslav Nestrasil. He'll send it to Musa. He breaks in on the left, cuts back along the point. Surveys his options. Looking in front, still has it. Up top for Olmsted's shot. Flutters behind the net, off back glass. They cleared by the Terriers.
Pretty sure Musa had a little bit of an opening there on that possession, but he wanted to find a better one, found Lucas Olmsted, and got a good shot down in front of Mikhail Yegoriev.
Was a one-timer from Olmsted. And I think you're right now at Jack Musa letting go of a prime opportunity to score. And as a result, the Terriers iced it. Faceoff will come back in front of Yegorov. It's won by Glennick, back to Owen Murray. His shot deflected just wide. Almost caught the right post. With a good clear right away from Owen McLaughlin.
Yeah, it was a good idea by Owen Murray. Got to get that shot down through traffic and establish that pressure, especially when you only have 2 shots on goal, 8 minutes and 28 seconds in the first period.
UMass sending in Glennick, looking out front for Daniel Jensko. He chips it wide, kept in by Olmsted. He'll spin it middle to Lawrence, turns it over, and it's sent ahead for Iserman. His shot saved by Michael Rabel. Cole Iserman denied.
Yeah, that was perfect one-on-one between Cole Iserman and Michael Rabel. Iserman is so quick. He's so good. And, of course, that's why he's a first-round draft pick to the New York Islanders.
That finally brings us to our under-14 media timeout. We'll send it ringside. Jacob Repper is there with some more. Take it away, Jacob.
Thank you, guys. A quick start to this game. Just 8 minutes and 15 seconds left in this first period. And so far, the top 2 lines for Coach Carvel has gone to plan. However, he didn't change those lines just because he felt like it. A big reason why last week Nick Van Tassel went down due to injury in an exhibition matchup versus Simon Frazier. He went out with an upper body injury. And earlier this week in player media and coaches media, Coach Carvel talked about how he's going to be out long-term in what will look like about 4 weeks for for Nick Van Tassel. He will miss. And that comes at a difficult time for him. 10 points in 18 games played. That's a career. 6'5" player back that is in the lineup tonight. This, of course, is Justin Kerr. He was in, guys.
Thank you, Jacob. I'm not sure you caught any of Jacob's report, as had some technical difficulties there. Apologies for that. Still trying to sort it out.
I think the Wi-Fi cut out here at Mullins for just about a moment.
Computer that's not charging, but play is still not going to fix everything here. But the face-off will be to Rabel's left on the right dot. UMass wins it, and ahead comes Jack Musa. Sent back for Keenan. His shot goes just wide. Regroup.
And Musa and Keenan seem to have a bit of energy left over there from Switzerland, putting some good shots down.
There's a pass right out front. Almost got to the stick of Nestrasil to put it home. And down goes Keenan, and ahead comes a Terrier. It's Ryder Ritchie. Cuts middle, looks around, and it's poked off his stick momentarily by Nysent towards the net. Iserman just tipped it wide. Boumedian plays it back for Ritchie. He'll ride the point to his right. Cuts around Nestrasil to the corner. His shot deflected off of a stick in front, and UMass clears.
John, I just looked at the stats on the Jumbotron here at Mullins. Faceoffs are 10-1 in favor of the Terriers, something the Minutemen have to improve in the second period, and that's why the puck has been to our left a lot of the time.
7 minutes to go in the first period. Puck sent up top for Boumedian. Hard stop, tries to shoot it towards the net. He's poked off the puck by Klechka. UMass searching for it along the blue line. Here comes Del Elche. Tries to spin it middle. It's cut off there and cleared. Once again, apologies for the technical difficulties. I think we have it sorted now. Terriers break back in. Murray for Hanrahan in the corner. He'll chip it off glass, high, out to the neutral zone, but right back in for Rukanakis. His shot hits the bar. Just past the shoulder of Rabel.
That was an absolute ripper.
Here's Zimmerman in the corner. So UMass was able to come back the other way. Olvestad across to Murray. He can't corral it. It goes out to the neutral zone.
Yeah, Murray tried to catch that puck backhand, a little bit out of his reach, just caught the tip of his stick.
There's a shot blocked away by Owen Murray. And cleared over the line by the Minutemen. Cole Hudson. He'll charge up ice across the Power U logo at the Mullins Center. Still nothing the score as Hudson tries to chip it across for Bovert. The entry was offsides.
Cole Hudson has been doing excellent zone-to-zone entry tonight. We've seen him fly from one end of the ice to the other. Just a top reason why he is such a key player for Jay Pandolfo and this BU team.
He sure is, Noah. But we're going to take a quick break, maybe sort out some more of these audio issues, but we'll be right back on our YouTube page, 91.1 WMUA, the home fort for all your favorite UMass sports.
Yeah, there you go. That should be
Oh, well.
Should be good. Also this, so it's not visible when another is on. Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. What did we say?
We're back on 91.1 WMUA. And here we go again. UMass with the puck in the offensive zone. Along the left corner, the Minutemen fight for it. And goes into the Yegorov's equipment for a whistle. We continue play here at the Mullins Center. In the left corner, it's Mikey D'Angelo. And the Terriers get it out of the zone. Once again, apologies for the difficulties. Under 5 to go in the first, still nothing. Musa can't get through traffic. And the Terriers ice the puck.
Waved off.
Or no, yeah. They must have won the race. Good job by them. And comes back to the neutral zone for Aiden Celebrini. Matthew Wild with a break-in by Landon Nice. Right corner of the zone, Jack Galenic. Can't send it back for Keenan. Out of the zone again.
I want to mention Landon Nyes has looked excellent this game. He's had really good possessions, and he's been fighting for the puck really, really well.
Puck right out front for Iserman. His stick explodes in two. That allows UMass to come ahead with it. Daniel Yenchko, he'll break it on the right, sends it back for Galenic. His shot deflects wide. Good block by Aiden Celebrini.
That was Iserman's opportunity right there, and his stick just crumbled in half. A
UMass
big break there for UMass.
Still on the puck here. Kosman tries to feed it middle for Galenic. Pops towards Del Elche's stick, and now out for Iserman, but he goes down. Courtesy Coulson Hanrahan. UMass right back in. Galenic slap shot just wide. This game went from 0 to 100 in the matter of 2 seconds. Iserman drops it back for a shot there, saved by Michael Rabel. Ryder Ritchie on the chance. And we're going to have a delayed penalty, as I did not catch what happened behind the play.
I think it's on Ryder Ritchie.
Yeah, 3:03 to go in the first, and UMass will go to the power play. They're going to call it 2 minutes for elbowing.
Yeah, I didn't really see what happened on that play, but I do know that it did get very physical after that Iserman hit. That was a perfect, clean hit by Coulson Hanrahan, just proving his skill and his physicality for Coach Carville.
3:03 to go in the first. We're going to take another quick break right before the power play on 91.1 WMUA. I'm not sure you heard that, but we're back on 91.1 WMUA. And they're going to challenge for a major penalty here against the BU Terriers.
Yeah, Coach Carville, of course, most notably known for not being afraid to challenge for major penalties. So this will be another situation here for the Minutemen where if they do get a major penalty called on Ryder Ritchie, that would be a huge loss for the Terriers.
They're taking a good little while to look at this. Of course, the referees tonight, Bobby Esposito and Peter Schlittenhart. The linesmen, Bill Kingdon and Kyle Richitel. 3:03 to go in the first. At least a 2-minute power play looming for the Minutemen. They're going to show an instant replay on the big board. We'll see if we can take a look at this.
Oh, yeah, that was head contact.
Wow.
Yeah, I think that's a major.
And not only was it head contact, it was well late. The puck had long surpassed. It was Coulson Hanrahan, I believe, that got hit.
He also like shift his body. Like, a good thing you can see us because I can do it. He also like shift his body like this a bit, right into Coulson Hanrahan. So, wouldn't be surprised if they call this a major penalty here.
Great job by the camera crews to at least get somewhat of a look at that. But they continue.
They're still looking at it. Taking a good look at this one.
Here they come out of the box. Once again, Ryder Ritchie, at least 2 minutes for elbowing. Could be a 5. I believe they can also take away the penalty if they decide to, but I don't believe that's going to happen. So,
And they're going back to look at it.
Yeah, it looked like they were coming out there, and there's going to be an explanation from one of the linesmen to Jay Pandolfo. They're pointing across the ice. Not sure at what. We're going to send it to Jacob. He's got a quick report for us. Jacob, take it away.
Yeah, John, Colson Hanrahan's family is just a little bit in front of me, and on that massive hit, his brother, at least it seemed to be, got up and started shouting. He was fully excited about that one, so what a massive hit from him, and from my vantage point, John, it was a big one. I don't know if it's going to be the major penalty, but the Hanrahan family, not far away from that hit, certainly excited to see him throwing the body around. Hopefully for them, he doesn't get tossed out of the game.
Thank you, Jacob. That was, he's referring to the other hit. When we heard the call there, I did not quite catch what was said.
I believe they just kept it as a 2-minute.
All right. Well, at the very least, Ryder Ritchie in the box for 2 minutes. The UMass power play coming into this game at a 25% clip. That is 8th nationally. The BU Terriers, their penalty kill, 84%. Tied for 13th.
Yeah, it's a huge opportunity here for the Minutemen. 3 minutes remaining here in the first period. They'd love to get on the score sheet before the end of the first.
D'Angelo gets tossed from the draw. In comes Jack Musa. He can't win it against Savoda, and the Terriers clear right away.
Yeah, well, there's the struggle here tonight for the Minutemen. Their 12th face-off loss of the game. Out of 14, they've only won 2 face-offs.
They'll break in on the left. Larry Keenan trying to chip it middle, but it comes to the stick of Musa. He goes down courtesy Cole Hudson. It's sent up top for Delalce, back for D'Angelo. He'll skate and send it to Musa in the right corner. Chipped around the boards to the far side, kept in by Keenan. His try for the goal is blocked. Nestersil up top for Delalce. His shot just goes wide. Yegorov might have got a piece of it. Nestersil along the left half wall. Chips it down to the left corner for D'Angelo. He's hit from behind by Cole Hudson. But it's Keenan. Down for Nestersil, then D'Angelo. He fans on the shot, gets it back to Nestersil. Plays it up top for Keenan. Across to Delalce. He banks it off the boards to Musa. Musa feeds it back for Delalce. They play catch. Musa for Keenan, left side. Shot save, Yegorov. Rebound. Cleared away by Brandon Savoda.
Well, the Minutemen have about 45 seconds here remaining on their power play, but that was a really, really good shift for the Minutemen on the power play. Nestersil doing an excellent job of playing his spot to the right of Yegorov. 2 beautiful feeding passes into the slot for some good opportunities here for the Minutemen.
Here comes Lucas Klechka. Wrists it around the boards to the left side. Back the other way by Olvestad to the stick of Jack Galenik. He fights for the puck against Jack Murtagh. Olvestad for Klechka, left corner. Trethway pastes him to the boards. Skitters up top for Nyes. Now Yensko looking for a tip in front, unable to do it. Galenik was there. Trethway grabs it, couple seconds remaining. Ryder Ritchie's out of the box. And here come the Terriers. Murtagh looked for Ritchie, wasn't able to get it to him. Now he has it. He'll send it into the zone and go for a change.
Yeah, it was a good back check there by the Minutemen with like a couple seconds remaining on the power play. They did a good job of going back knowing that their power play was pretty much over.
40 seconds remaining in the first. Still nothing the score. Here are the Terriers into the zone. Unable to get through traffic was Jonathan Morello. And Bo Kosman gives a nice reverse hit on Aiden Celebrini.
Seen a really physical game here so far between these two.
Puck is cleared all the way down by the Terriers for icing.
Key icing there for the Minutemen. 14.8 seconds remaining here in the first. They'll have one last zone possession. Try to get on the board before the end of the period here.
Face-off will be to Yegorov's right on the left dot. They'll send out the D'Angelo line with the wingers Nestrasil and Musa. 14.8 to put it in the back of the net if they want a first period lead.
Have to win this face-off here.
D'Angelo going up against Morello. Morello able to win it back to the corner for Celebrini. He takes a hit but is able to play it to Frechette. And it's out to the neutral zone. 5 seconds to go. Delelche rushes back for it, but that will round out the first period. No goals for UMass, no goals for the Terriers after 20 minutes. Some chippiness, a power play, a couple of good shots, but we remain scoreless in the end.
Yeah, I'm also seeing a really physical game here between these two. I would say it's a pretty even game so far between BU and UMass, but the ice has sort of tilted BU with a lot of good opportunities in their offensive zone to start the period, and then UMass really coming down the ice with some speed to gain some opportunities for themselves as well. So a good even game here so far. UMass with a key power play opportunity to try to get on the score sheet. They couldn't, but a really, really strong game here going into the second period.
Stay tuned. It's going to be a fun finish. Still 40 minutes remaining. We're going to try and do some tech wizardry if we can during the intermission. So we apologize if you see anything you shouldn't. But we're going to be back for real in about 13 minutes. Don't miss the second period on 91.1 WMUA, the home fort for all your favorite Minutemen sports. Welcome back to UMass Hockey on 91.1 WMUA Sports. John Ruggiero, Noah Glickman, Jacob Remper. We're getting right into the second period here. UMass versus BU, still nothing. UMass right to left in this period, BU left to right, and we're back underway. Cole Hudson with first possession for the Terriers. He'll ladle it in to the left side. Terriers swing and a miss is McCarthy. And it's Jack Harvey. Harvey on the air with 10 points, a minus 12 for number 12 in terms of plus minus. That's the worst on the team. Here's Hudson. Stick handles through traffic to the right. Dodge shot just high and wide.
Smart shot by Hudson. Found the opening, was a little off balance, but a good shot.
Bovert shot into the breadbasket of Michael Rubble for a whistle.
Yeah, and John, I think the player of the game so far for BU has been Cole Hudson. He's been excellent. He's been fast. He's been smart. He's been finding openings really well. And like I mentioned earlier, really, really good zone-to-zone possession here for Cole Hudson. He is one of the best defensemen in college hockey, and one of the best players on the Terriers.
UMass wins the draw in their own zone. Matthew Wild for Daniel Yenchko. Pops into the BU zone. It rests in the top of the slot on the stick of Yenchko. His shot saved by Yegorov. As players from both teams were jousting at that puck, Yenchko got the possession, was in, and was able to shoot it.
Yeah, Yegorov did a great job of keeping his footage and keeping his balance. Obviously, when there's a couple looking shots, when there's a couple shots that look like they're about to be shot, it was a good job by Yegorov to stay on his feet.
Here's a go-ahead pass looking for Tynan Lawrence, just too far ahead of him. Michael Rabel plays it off for Owen Murray out of the zone, but into the hands of the Terriers. Sasha Boumedian. He turns it over to Bo Kosman. Cuts back along the right side of the zone for Kletchka down low. Keeps it going behind the net of Yegorov. Kletchka looking out front for Kosman, unable to get it to him. Hanrahan shot into the mixer, just wide. Mellenbacher tried to stash it home.
Good shot by Colson Hanrahan. Almost got his first collegiate goal there. A good shot through traffic was just saved by Yegorov.
Bo Kosman, left side of the zone. UMass gaining the zone time here. Still down in shots, 8-5, but they're trying to claw back in that. Still nothing the score at the Mullins Center. Right on cue, the Minutemen turn it over, and the Terriers skate it out. Jack Musa getting worked on by Jack Murtag. He's unsuccessful. Musa sends it across to Mellenbacher. He's able to just get it over the UMass line, but right back in by Ben Merrill. Merrill in the left corner. Jack Musa gets it away from him, and UMass will regroup.
UMass needs to find their footing a little bit better. Kind of sloppy chances here.
Here's Nestrasil shot. See Yegorov rebound. Guided away. Good rush from Nestrasil.
Good rush from Nestrasil. UMass, like I said, needs to find their footing. They've tried too much to make a play. Here we go here.
There's another shot by Ben Merrill over the bar. And again, Merrill shot saved by Rabel. And Nestrasil tried to clear it from his stomach. It went right to the stick of Merrill again. It's Hudson across to McCarthy. Shot blocked in front by Nyes.
Great pass by Hudson to McCarthy.
It's in the corner. Rukanakis shot blocked in front by a Terrier. He goes down in a heap. Ben Merrill all over the puck. That time in a way that stung. He'll head to the bench writhing in pain.
Yeah, that does not feel good, especially when you block a shot like that from your own teammate. It doesn't feel very good, and obviously he's going to be a little shaken up.
Yenchko drops it back for Nyes. Nyes looking for a tip. Deflects wide. Right point, another try by Keenan goes to the stick of Matthew Wild. Wild around for Yenchko. Yenchko right corner, cuts back, trying to work on Gavin McCarthy, the junior. But here's UMass trying to stash it in front of his car, unable to get it home, and the Terriers clear again.
Yenchko with a good possession there. It's a bit of a close pass there to Michael Rabel.
It was Olvestad trying to spin it back for Nyes. Went right onto the stick of Rabel. Now Nyes gives it away. Good stick by Olvestad to take possession from the Terriers. And more technical difficulties here on 91.1. We apologize. But we're back. I don't think that one was for that long, but it was a chance for BU that deflected out of play. So it's an offensive zone faceoff for the Terriers. They hold possession in the Minutemen zone. Tynan Lawrence backhands it middle. It's Trethway, shot blocked, rebound, sent to the right, and Michael Rabel made at least one, maybe two brilliant saves.
Michael Rabel doing an excellent job of keeping his eye on the puck. He even spread his legs a bit apart, and I think one of those pucks got his skate blade. Excellent job by Michael Rabel. He is doing really well tonight.
Yeah, it was a couple deflections there, and I'm not sure he got even one of those. It was just pinballing around.
It was a good job defending the slot from the Minutemen.
Lots of traffic in front. But here's a chance for Savoda. Shot saved. Rabel rebound. Gotten away by Owen Murray. He'll turn it over, though. Savoda trying to shoot. Deflected out of the zone by Kosman.
UMass needs to do a little bit of a better job on their back check. They're letting BU just go into their own zone really quickly, and they got to tighten up their back check a bit.
Right back in is the Terriers, just barely on. Oh, no, they call it offsides.
I thought it was onside.
Yeah.
It looked onside.
I said it, Noah.
Yeah. It looked like one of the Terriers just got over the blue line in time, but it was called offside.
We're under immediate timeout. We're going to take a break, I believe. And we'll be back on 91.1 WMUA. Back here on 91.1 WMUA Sports. 13:44 to go in the second. Still nothing the score. Face-off won by the Minutemen. Delelche now hand back to Delelche. He'll rip it ahead for Musa. Around the boards it goes to the right. There is Vasilav Nestrasil. Jack Galenik comes in to help. Galenik can't grab possession. It goes to the Minutemen. Hand shot saved by Yegorov. Rebound smacked away by McCarthy. And here's Ben Merrill. He's been all over the puck. He'll try to send it ahead and skate after it. First to it will be Jack Galenik. He'll kick it loose along the left half wall, and Vasilav Nestrasil gets it to Delelche for Galenik to skate it out.
Yeah, UMass needed that clear there as BU was putting really good pressure in the neutral zone.
Here's a chance out front. Nick Rukanakis looking for a deflection, unable. Here's Zimmerman, left it back. And now Larry Keenan shot. Deflects wide. Yegorov got a piece.
Yeah, Keenan knew where that puck was going to be and did an excellent job of going over the blue line and picking up that puck to get that shot down.
Matthew Wild holds possession, clears it in, and goes for a change. The Minutemen all over the Terriers here, but BU will go ahead. Here's Bovert. Big hit by Bo Kosman, but it's Celebrini to make a moment, shoot, save, handle, rebound, scores. It's Jack Harvey. It's his 6th goal of the year, and his first since the 22nd of November, 1-0 BU.
Yeah, Jack Harvey, the 7th round pick from the Tampa Bay Lightning, doing an excellent job of staying on the right side of Michael Hrabal, where he knew that opening was going to be. Puck landed right in front of him, just a quick shot before Hrabal can get over in time for the 1-0 lead for the Terriers.
The assist will go to Aiden Celebrini, his 5th of the year.
Yeah, Celebrini did an excellent job of getting that puck down in front of Jack Harvey. He just had a great possession there.
So the Minutemen play behind in the middle frame at the Mullen Center. 1-0 the score in favor of the Terriers. 12 minutes to go in the second. Hudson almost turned it over, but Tynan Lawrence grabbed the loose puck. Ritchie fighting through traffic. He gets sent down by Musa. The Minutemen come back into the Terrier zone. Justin Kerr for Klechka. He'll skate towards the top of the zone. Owen Murray swings and misses on a shot that he didn't really have to rush on.
Yeah, it was kind of right to him. He had a perfect pass right to his stick, and he just fanned on the shot.
Right back in for the Minutemen. Jack Musa trying to get through a Terrier in the form of Bednarik. Left side, Musa, he's hit hard. Almost face first into the corner. Luckily, he's all right. And here comes Iserman. Shot blocked. And a good one from Del Alce.
Minutemen, they need a little bit more of a sense of urgency here. They are just letting the Terriers go right into their offensive zone. And they're having good chances every time they do.
Right back in by the Terriers. Delantre plays it around, but it goes to the stick of Jack Murtagh. Murtagh, the draft pick to the Flyers in the second round. Plays it around to Morello. Up for Celebrini. Shot saved by Hrabal. Rebound to the far side. Now in the corner. In comes Ben Merrill. The Canadians pick. Looking for a tip out front. Wasn't able to guide it onto Hrabal. Was Morello. Hanrahan plays the body before he played the puck. Almost a penalty there. No call is coming.
Hanrahan doing a great job tonight of, like you said, John, playing the body.
And he plays it again there in the form of a block. Great job by Hanrahan. That allows Galenic to sky it out. Under 10 to go in the second period. BU now leading in shots 15-6. The Minutemen down by 1.
Yeah, John, like I said earlier, no sense of urgency here really from the Minutemen. They're trying to just keep the puck to themselves, but they're not really doing a great job of moving the puck up the ice.
Here's Matthew Wild. Shot, save Yegorov. Rebound deflects to the right side of the zone. Mellenbacher clears the zone for the Terriers.
And that goes all the way down.
Minutemen working up the far side once again. Here's Mellenbacher trying to redeem himself for that mistake. Mellenbacher in the right corner. Fights through traffic. Backhands it around for Klechka. He tries to spin it middle. Shot saved by Yegorov. And there's going to be a penalty on Bo Kosman as he was jamming away. And the ref pointed at a Terrier, so we'll have to see what the call's going to be.
That was an amazing backwards pass by Klechka right in front. Put it right in front of Yegorov. And didn't.
Going to call a minor penalty on Kosman for slashing.
Yeah, but back to the pass by Klechko. It was excellent. It was a drop pass, backhand, right in front of the net. Kosman did an excellent job of attacking that puck and getting the shot down.
We're going to send it ringside to Jacob Repper. He's down there with a report on Tynan Lawrence. Take it away, Jacob.
Thank you, guys. You've said his name a couple times tonight. Tynan Lawrence, the projected first-round pick for Boston University, announced earlier this week that from the USHL, the Muskegon Lumberjacks, he's departing there and returning here to Boston University for the remainder of the season. During his time over in Muskegon, he was phenomenal. 89 points in 83 games. Last season, get this, played with Jack Kalanick and Václav Nestrasil. They combined to win the Clark Cup. And for Lawrence, MVP honors, 18 points in the playoffs in 14 games. Earlier this week, Jay Pandolfo said it's not about the draft, comparing him to guys like Gavin McKenna at Penn State or Easton Verhoff over at University of North Dakota. It's just about getting better. He felt like he was ready at this point, and he joins the second line. Came in on Tuesday, transferred over Wednesday, had a little bit of visa issues, but he's here on the ice, number 11 on that second line. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Jacob. Great reporting on Tynan Lawrence, the newest member of the BU Terriers. And guess what? He's going to have a chance on the power play here along the right wing. Some big shoes to fill already for the young 17-year-old.
Yeah, putting him immediately on the power play.
A chance right out front of Michael Ravel. Puck's loose, but it's gotten away by Musa. And here he comes one-on-one into the Terrier zone. Jack Musa, shot saved by Yegorov. Rebound to the left corner. Musa grabs it, looking for help, but he sends it right to the stick of a Terrier in the form of Cole Hudson. Here he comes. Hudson, shot, save, Rabel. Rebound gotten away.
Good.
Rabel should have had the puck in his glove, Noah, but a Terrier knocked it out.
I didn't see that he knocked it out, but a great possession there by Jack Musa. Basically like a 1-on-3 towards the other end. Really with urgency here from Musa.
Rabel is complaining to the ref that it should have been a whistle because he would have tied that up, but it got loose, and luckily for the Minutemen, they did clear it. But here's Hudson with 1 minute to go on the penalty to Bo Kosman. 1-0 the score in favor of the Terriers. 8 minutes to go in the second. Shot deflected wide. It was Yzerman on that chance. Lawrence looking in front to Yzerman. Deflected away by Keenan. And cleared by Del Alce.
Yeah, I think looking back on that save by Rabel, he did have good possession of it in his glove. But it did seem as if he got rid of it pretty quickly from my point of view. So I believe it was knocked out by a Terrier.
Nestrasil was working on Yegorov there, trying to grab the loose puck from behind his goal. But here's Harvey for Ritchie. 23 seconds to go till Kosman's out of the box. Bovert up top for McCarthy. Across and down low for Ritchie. Ritchie to McLaughlin. Owen McLaughlin up top for McCarthy. Across for a shot. Save. Rebel rebounds available and rescued by Owen Murray and cleared down the ice.
Yeah, that was a good rescue by Owen Murray, and Lucas Olvestad was right there in front of Rabel to bat it away towards Owen Murray.
Boumedian charges into the zone as Bo Kosman is out of the box. UMass kills the penalty successfully. Terriers still with the puck, though. Bovert. And a tip out by Kosman. And he'll charge ahead. He's first to it in the Terrier zone. Across for a good chance to shoot. It's saved by Yegorov. That's Jack Musa with the brilliant moves right out front for Galenic. He tries to jam it home. It deflects wide. And the Terriers get it out of Dodge.
Excellent forecheck there by the Minutemen.
Right back in Svoboda. Wrists one off the side of the net. Jensko playing the body, but it goes to Murtagh. He can't get through Cam O'Neill. Haven't said his name tonight. Coming off of some time with an injury. His first game back in a while. 6 minutes to go in the second. Puck is in the neutral zone, up for grabs. Deflected in by Boumedian.
I think UMass has found their sense of urgency a bit. Going up the ice really quickly and good zone-to-zone entry, it's better now, and they have to keep it up. tallied a couple shots on goal as of late.
There's Justin Kerr trying to wrap it around, goes just wide after a Matthew Wild shot. UMass clawing back in chances. Big hit by Colson Hanrahan. A shot by Kerr goes wide. Puck's available along the left side of the zone. It's Wild. And now Delelche keeping it in. Players come together along the left half wall. Ben Merrill takes sole possession. Sends it behind the net for the Terriers to take it.
Good pressure by Kletchka there.
All the way down the ice. No icing, says the linesman Richitel. Bo Kosman is able to clear the zone under 5 minutes to go in the second.
5 minutes to go in the second. UMass needs to get on the tally sheet here in order to keep up their momentum and keep up their sense of urgency.
Hudson looking across. Good stick by Owen Murray, and it's sent ahead almost to Kosman, just ahead of his reaches. Nestorsil was trying to give him a good pass to go ahead, but it's back the other way. Nestorsil plays it through the legs right to a Terrier in Ryder Ritchie. But Nestorsil makes up for that mistake and gets it out of the zone. Lawrence skates in. Nestorsil gives him a shove. Olvestad ladles it to Murray. Now Nestorsil. He'll break it on the right, coming off of a silver medal, playing for Czechia in the World Juniors. Elias Zimmerman, right corner. Owen Mellenbacher can't grab it. Here come the Terriers through the neutral zone. Good stick by Nyes to thwart that rush. And a big hit by Zimmerman from behind on Iserman. The puck goes all the way down to Yegorov.
Yeah, Zimmerman had some good pressure on two Terriers there. And then when the puck became loose, he slapped it down all the way to the other end of the ice. Good job there by Elias Zimmerman.
3:35 to go in the second. Once again, the Terriers break in. McLaughlin, right corner. Tries to slap it towards the top of the zone. Unable. Here's Landon Nyes, the youngest player on this UMass team, 18 years old. Sits behind Yegorov for Harvey, the goal scorer. 1-0 BU. Jack Harvey in his junior year had all career highs last year in terms of everything, goals, assists, and points. Yegorov thought about playing it to his defenseman as the puck went into his glove. He'll hold on for the whistle.
Yeah, like you mentioned, John, last year, Jack Harvey set career highs with 11 goals and 27 points, and he was also named to the Sioux Falls All-Regional team as a sophomore, really leaving his mark on this Terrier team and doing an excellent job with their trip to the Frozen Four.
Harvey is the difference so far, 1-0 Terriers. We're going to take a quick break and be right back on 91.1 WMUA. Back here on 91.1 WMUA. Under 3 to go in the second. Offensive zone draw won by BU to the neutral zone, but right back in by Landon Nyes. Nice shot just wide of the right post. Nestorsil and kept in by Keenan as the BU Terriers tried to clear it. They eventually get it out. Down goes Mertag. Musa takes control. Nestorsil, right side, looking across to Galenik, goes through his skates. Right back in for the Terriers out front. Bovert couldn't send it home. Once again, BU pressuring, but it's a good job by Larry Keenan to play the body on Frechette. Here's Musa for Nestrasil. His attempted pass is blocked by Bovert. And back for Rukanakis. He's in the left corner, now skates to the right, tries the wraparound. Michael Rabel steals it.
Yeah, and John, we were kind of mentioning a little bit in the break that UMass, like on their forecheck, is just doing too much. They're doing too much. They have to stick to the simplicity of the game, and they have to make sure that they enter the zone freely and safely in order to get good shots down.
Not much is clicking so far for UMass. Is there about 38 minutes into this one, coming off of a break for the new year, and the Terriers have owned things so far. Rukanakis tries it again. Michael Rabel was there. It comes back to the stick of Rukanakis. Now up top for Hudson. Hudson makes a move, rides the line, goes to the right, works on Klechka, cuts around the right circle, back towards the top of the zone. Now reverses course down low for Merrill. Delelche tries to send it out. Hudson keeps it in. Back down for Merrill in the right corner. Merrill skates around to the far side. Out front looking for Morello. Wasn't able to put it home. Iserman shot deflected down in the slot. Both players from both teams jousting for it. Comes loose to McCarthy. And there's just a wrestling match behind the play with Delelche and Terrier Ben Merrill. No calls will come as the UMass Minutemen clear the zone.
And they finally clear the zone, John. They've had a lot of issues tonight clearing the zone.
Under 1 minute to go in the second period. Trethway, across, shot, saved by Rabel. And a whistle with 31 seconds to go.
Yeah, like I said, John, UMass has had trouble in the defensive zone and in their own zone pretty much the whole night. They've had trouble clearing the puck, and I think they're putting too much pressure in front of the crease. They have to spread out a little more and make sure that they're defending each Terrier well. They're kind of just clumping up in the crease a little bit.
It's been a clumpy game for UMass. No, that's an interesting vocabulary word.
Clumpy's a good way to put it, John. I will admit.
Not much going right. Just not much there. As they'll ice it. That takes a couple seconds off the clock, but another BU offensive zone faceoff will loom.
Yeah, and BU's looked excellent in their offensive zone. The chemistry between each line has been excellent, and they've really been taking advantage of this UMass defense.
Face off to Rabel's right on the left dot. Lawrence and Galenic. .6 to go until the second period is over. Face off won by UMass. Nestrasil skates ahead. He'll rip it into the zone. And boards. It's played by Trethway. Nestrasil plays the body. The puck slides back to him. He'll send it out front. Musa trying to get a tip on. Wasn't able to. Sent ahead for Ritchie. He'll cut middle. Great stick by Ovestad to get it away as time expires in the second.
I think Ritchie caught a little bit of an edge there and kind of lost his possession of the puck. And Ovestad was right there to make a beautiful, beautiful clear of the puck to end the period.
Now the difference still is Jack Harvey, 1-0 the score in favor of the Terriers. The Minutemen not where they want to be in this one, down, heading to the third period.
Yeah, and I think heading into as Coach Carville was heading off the bench into the locker room, he was yelling at one of the officials a little bit, or at least towards the officials, kind of expressing his frustrations.
Frustrated is definitely a word that UMass is right now. Not much going right. They'll try and turn it around in the next 20 minutes, but for now, we're going to send it to a break here on YouTube, and we'll be back in around 13 to 14 minutes right here on 91.1 WMUA, the home fort for all your favorite UMass sports.
Come on, guys, we got a fun one here. We are here with a lifelong friend, pretty much, of Colson Hanrahan. Charlie, it's great to have you with us. Thanks for joining me. Why don't you tell me a little bit about this game that you've seen so far?
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me. The game's going good so far. We're down 1-0, but nothing to stress about. Colson Hanrahan doing great. Keep laying the body. Love to see that, but hopefully we can keep pushing through and hopefully get the W at the end.
Yeah, how about that first period? Laid a guy out. They reviewed it for a challenge. Shades of you growing up with them, right?
Yes, sir. Oh my gosh, that was great. Like they call them in, I believe the USHL. Colson Hanrahan. Love to hear that.
Any final thoughts before we go to third period here?
Keep laying the hammer, and we'll get that W.
It's hammer time.
Yes, sir.
Charlie, thanks a lot, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
You got it. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Jacob. Great reporting down there with Charlie Hanrahan, Colson Hanrahan's brother. We'll see if he lays the hammer in this third period. We're back for the final frame. UMass still down 1. Noah, what did the Minutemen have to do to tie this game and potentially win this game?
Like I've been mentioning all game, John, they just have to stick to their game. They have to stick to the simplicity of the game and just try to get the puck down, try to get some shots on net. They only have 11 through 2 periods, so they really got to get into their offensive zone better and just make cleaner plays.
Here comes BU. Bovert can't get through, and the Minutemen take possession. Only 30 seconds gone in the third. UMass works left to right. BU right to left. Terriers still leading in shots, 20-11. Cole Hudson, the ever-dangerous Terrier, plays it up the near side. It goes to the stick of Lucas Olvestad. The captain works on in. Left side looking for a tip, saved by Yegorov. It was a shot from Jack Galenik.
Again, UMass really slow on the back check here, letting Cole Iserman get a good shot down on Ravel.
He saved it. There's a chance from Humedian. Went wide. Iserman tries for the net again. Save Rabel, and he finds the loose puck as he got knocked onto his side, and the whistle sounds.
Yeah, just another easy opportunity into the zone there for BU. UMass just letting them freely into their own zone. And again, just Michael Rabel doing an outstanding job tonight. 21 saves. He's been standing on his head pretty much the whole night.
The Minutemen just have not had enough pressure on the other end. Only 12 shots. And BU wins the draw in front of Michael Rabel. Boumedian tries for the goal. It's blocked to the right corner. First to it is Ryder Ritchie. Plays it for Lawrence. And sent across. Out of play as it ramped up. That draws a whistle. Seen a lot from Ryder Ritchie tonight. And the Minnesota Wild draft pick comes from the WHL. The only player on this team that comes from the Canadian Hockey League. And it is his freshman season. And 61 points, Noah, with the Medicine Hat Tigers last season.
Yeah, sorry about that, John. Coach Jay Pandolfo noted that Ritchie is versatile enough to play with anybody. So that's a really key aspect that you need on your team. And Ryder Ritchie has been doing an excellent job with 11 points so far on the season.
Sent in by the Terriers. Nearing 2 minutes gone in the third. UMass down by 1. Shot from the point, deflected on and gotten away by Delalce. Good save from Rabel, and good job by Delalce to find the rebound. Puck is in front of the BU bench. Justin Kerr rips it around to the far side. UMass will go for a change. Tipped into the zone, Landon Nice. First to it, he'll charge up ice. He'll skate in front of the UMass bench, and he gets hit hard head first into the boards. No call will come, and he goes into the bench in some serious pain.
Yeah, he was holding the right side of his head, as that's what hit the boards.
Shot from the point, saved by Rabel. And to be completely fair, it didn't seem that Landon Nyes really protected himself there. Kind of made a turn at the last second, but it was a go-ahead hit from BU, and we're going to have a whistle here as I believe there's a Terrier down in front of the bench.
Someone is down, yeah. I can't tell who it is, but somebody is down in front of the bench. And
I did not catch what happened there. Clearly some body contact on both sides. Landon Nye standing at his bench.
I think it could potentially be Cole Hudson. No, it's not Cole Hudson.
Yeah, he sits on the bench on the right there, Noah, and hearing that it's Gavin McCarthy.
I don't think it is. I see Gavin McCarthy right there on the right.
Oh, never mind. Yep. There's fed some misinformation. That's okay. I'm not going to make any more guesses. Number 7, Nick Rukanakis. Not 2, but 7. He'll head off down the tunnel.
Yeah, that's a big loss for the fourth line of the Terriers, paired with Jonathan Morello and Ben Merrill. You know, Rukakis has been strong for the Terriers tonight. He's been playing well tonight for BU, so that's going to be a pretty big loss for their fourth line.
Rukanakis, the Pembroke native sophomore, still searching for his first collegiate goal. Has 3 points in his last 2 games, a big loss for BU if he stays out. UMass trying to keep the puck in the Terrier zone, unable as Bovart gets it out. Here's McLaughlin, plays it across, and the Terriers still have possession for the moment. Trethway has to retreat. It's out to the neutral zone to the stick of Yenchko, who turns it over.
Yeah, McLaughlin had a wide open lane there as the Minutemen just kind of kept it open. He whiffed on the shot, but he had a wide open lane to get that shot down.
Here's a puck up top for a shot that's deflected wide. It was Celebrini on the original wrister. Behind the net, it's Jack Harvey, the goal scorer. Across to Boumedian, fakes the shot, thinks about it, spins back to the point, skates to the right, back to his stick on the right point, and it is sent across to Eiserman. It explodes on his tape out to the neutral zone.
And again, the Minutemen not being able to create a forecheck here and kind of just leaving the puck bouncing all throughout the neutral zone, trying to get into their offensive zone.
Justin Kerr breaks in and skates across the blue line, tries for the goal, saved by Yegorov. One of the first Minutemen shots in at least a couple minutes. Colson, hammer, hand, has the puck. He'll shoot. Blocker saved by Yegorov. Del Elche sends it into the netting.
Yeah, just not many chances here for the Minutemen. BU doing an excellent job of applying the pressure on UMass, but they need to do a better job of just clearing lanes and staying simple.
It will stay in the BU zone. I thought Del Elche sent that right out himself, but ref says it perhaps caught either a post or maybe a BU stick. So faceoff will be on the left dot to the right of Yegorov. Won by the Terriers. Cole Hudson banks it off boards and out. Here they come. They'll break in through the center. Shot saved by Michael Rabel off of Brandon Savoda.
Rabel did a perfect job of tracking that puck down and making the perfect catch for the save.
Mentioned faceoffs earlier, Noah. At one point, I believe it was BU had 12 faceoff wins and UMass had 2. UMass has crawled back a little bit, but that gap still remains. 21 faceoff wins for the Terriers, only 9 for the Minutemen. Luckily for the Minutemen, one of the Terriers gets kicked out of the draw, and in will come Swoboda. He'll go up against Jack Musa. And luckily not, I suppose, as Swoboda wins it. Does go back to the neutral zone, though, where the Terriers hold possession. All the way back down to their own zone. Nestor still on the forecheck. He gets the puck from Hudson with help from Musa. Gets it back to Musa, sends it out front, goes off the side of Yegorov, almost deflected in, but it's held in his glove.
That was a good send in front by Musa. Musa's done a lot of good job of finding those open areas and sending good passes, feeding good passes to set up these opportunities. Seeing a lot of sense and urgency from Jack Musa, as we always do. Seems like he's got some good energy left over from Switzerland.
Scored 2 goals in the Spengler Cup, one of them on former NHL goaltender James Reimer for Team Canada. So Musa definitely in the right headspace, just has not gotten on the score sheet so far. Tynan Lawrence collects a stick from the bench and comes in on the forecheck. Here he is on the left side of the zone, rips it around to the right. Cole Eiserman is there, the Islanders pick. Nice. Sends it up the far side for Wild. Across to Yenchko. He loses possession to Boumedian, and he'll turn the corner.
Wild couldn't get a hold of that pass.
Nice. He's been all over the puck tonight. Carvel predicted that earlier this week, as we mentioned earlier. Wild. Then sent across by Yenchko to Galenik. Couldn't get a shot away.
It was a good send by Yenchko, but a good block by a Terrier to tip that puck away from Galenik.
Still 1-0 the score in favor of the Terriers. Jank Harvey scored the goal in the second period. Here's Mellenbacher, rings the iron with the shot. Oh, so close to tying this game. Murray's shot deflected down, just went, rebounds there. Yegorov on the seat of his pants. It deflects up top for Murray, and he sends it across. Can't keep it in, and it's out. Oh, what a shot from Mellenbacher.
That was ripped off the iron. That was a beautiful shot by Mellenbacher. If it was 2 inches to the left, it would have been a 1-1 game.
Here's Merrill. Zips it across the zone. A shot by Celebrini is blocked. Puck is collected by the Terriers. And a good job by Klutchka to get in front of the passing lane and poke it out. But here's Murtagh. Right back in with Morello. Back for a shot onto Rabel. Great tip by Merrill, but Rabel saw it all the way.
Ben Merrill was right in front of that shot in the slot for a perfect tip. Almost perfect tip, actually, but it hit right into Rabel's chest, and it was a beautiful save, but a beautiful shot out front.
We're going to send it ringside. Jacob Repper is there with some more. Take it away, Jacob.
Guys, right now, Boston University just 13 minutes away from capturing their 10th win of the season. But last year in December, they did something that they've never done before. That's fall outside the top 20 in the USCHO polls. And a big reason because of injuries. 10 players on the team missed at least one game or more last season, and it could have gotten worse for Boston University just a few weeks ago. Cole Hudson, the team leader in points with 20 on the year, took a puck to the back of the head in the World Junior Championship in the game versus Switzerland. He went on to miss the subsequent 2 games after that. However, in the game versus Finland, a do-or-die game for the USA, he had a goal and an assist, but unfortunately for them, lost 4-3. Earlier this week, Coach Pandolfo said he's taking things slow, feels like he's gotten back to 100%, and has looked pretty good in this one so far, guys.
That's right, Jacob. Cole Hudson continues to be dominant. I mentioned how he leads this team in scoring, 20 points on the season. And I think one of his most notable performances was against Northeastern back in November. had 2 goals in that game on the 22nd, including the overtime game-winning goal on a beautiful shot off a breakaway. He continues his reign. Here's a shot deflected off of Bo Kosman, out of play.
Yeah, like you mentioned, Cole Hudson, excellent job this season. He leads all of college hockey skaters in ice time with over 26 minutes per game. He is a quote-unquote workhorse for this Terriers team.
He remains on the ice for this shift as UMass is able to grab the puck from the Terriers in their own zone. Here's Václav Nestrasil. Gets poked off the puck by Bovert. Nestrasil trying to obtain some of that momentum he secured with his silver medal run with Team Czechia. Has not necessarily translated tonight, just yet at least. Puck still in the UMass zone. Barely over the line as it deflected. But right back in for Conrad Fondrick, but he is offsides.
Yeah, like you mentioned, Nestrasil kind of seems like it's taking a bit of a step back tonight. Probably a bit tired from the great run that Team Czechia had in the World Juniors. But again, Nestrasil seems like he's taking a little bit of a step back, but I still think he's playing really well. He's been setting up feed passes really well, and he has a good eye for the game. He has a good eye for the game.
Carvel was unsure if he would play tonight. As of as early as Tuesday, he was still not in Massachusetts. But he's playing tonight. Continue play here, 11:55 to go in the third. Still 1-0, Boston University. Daniel Jenchko, another guy Carvel said has to step up. So far this season, he is 10 points, 3 power play goals, but is -7 on the plus-minus chart.
Yeah, Jenchko needs to take a bit of more of a leadership role now that he's a bit older on the squad. Of course, he was a freshman last year. Now, being a sophomore, needs to take a little bit of a step up.
Shot by Tynan Lawrence, save with the pad by Michael Rabel. Puck deflects to the right side. Lawrence again tries to send it across. It pops up high to Frechette. Looking out front. Iserman almost tipped it home. Or that might have been Bednarik. No, it was Iserman.
Delayed offside here for BU. BU has just been entering, has just gone both sides of the ice really, really well tonight.
They have double the amount of UMass shots, 28-14. This puck slides all the way down. It will be no icing as it does not reach the goal line. So UMass will hold it behind Michael Rabel. It's Landon Nyes. Up the far side, off of the skate of Nestrasil. A bit of a misplay there at the BU blue line. And UMass gives it away. Comes into the zone for Ben Merrill. Hard stop, right side. For a shot from the point by McCarthy. Deflects to the right side of the goal. Rukanakis back onto the ice after getting injured. He tries to spin it middle. Nestrasil pokes it away. And he pokes it all the way out.
Yeah, it was a tough clear there for the Minutemen, but Cole Hudson right back with the puck and back into the zone.
Some nifty moves trying to get around Landon Nyes. Was unsuccessful at that. The Terriers just rifle it in and we'll go for a change. Here's Landon. Head manning this rush. Gets a tip in on the left side of the zone. Boumedian plays it off to Trethway. And gets it back along the Boston University blue line. Sent in along the right side by Harvey. It goes around to the near side for Galenik. The puck rests in the corner where it's hit up the near side by Hanrahan. Boumedian has it, makes a move to his left, skates around the net, surveys, sends it across as the puck hits the stick of Bovert, deflects out of the zone.
Yeah, it was the right pass to Sasha Bovert, the transfer from North Dakota. Just a perfect pass in front. Couldn't get a hold of it. Puck took a funky bounce there, but it was the right idea.
Still BU puck here in the UMass zone. Unable to get it out. It rides the dasher along to the far side, just evading the reach of Conrad Fondrick. The Minutemen eventually able to get it out. Delce with a slap shot from the red line. Yegorov had to make a save. Not much happening here for UMass.
Yeah, not much. They can't really get a good possession here. Kind of just letting BU have some catches with each other with the puck.
Here's a chance to shoot. Olvestad with the block, and here comes Musa. 1-on-2 into the zone. Musa goes through the legs around the net, tries to send it middle, continues his rush to the corner, sends it up to the point. It's down low now, banked off boards to the right corner. It's chased after by Kosman, and Iserman can't clear. Great keep in by Musa. Through the legs to Nestrasil. Across to Murray, shot saved by Yegorov. The Minutemen with a charge here in the third. 7:30 to go. Nestrasil goes down, but it's fluttered to the left side for Kosman. Kosman around the boards to the right, just evades the stick of Musa, and he'll spin it middle to a Terrier to clear.
Yeah, that was like the best. That was the best UMass possession in the last period and a half. They had the right zone there. It was a good triple pass between Nestrasil, Musa, and then to Owen Murray, who got the shot down. It was a good possession by UMass. They just can't seem to build it together for more of those.
And they are running out of time. 7 minutes to go in the third. Still awaiting the under 10 media timeout as the minutes count down. But here's Elias Zimmerman in the BU zone. Shot ramps up over the bar. Lawrence flips it out just over the line. Keenan trying to get it back to a fellow Minuteman. Unable. Here's Iserman into the zone. Tries to make a brilliant move on Nyes. He poked it away.
Iserman was so quick on that puck possession.
Terriers almost turn it over in the neutral zone as Cam O'Neill jumped on that puck, but it comes back to the BU hash marks with 6:15 to go in the game. But here's Justin Kerr off a turnover. Toe drag, poked away by Trethway. Rukanakis sends it ahead for Merrill. Into the UMass zone. Klitschko first to it. Around the boards, it goes to the far side. Kerr backhands it out and pays the price for that. But it's out of dodge for now as the Terriers hold it in front of Yegorov.
Yeah, on that little rush there, UMass had a good possession, but Sasha Boumediene was like, it was mid-line change, and then he like slowed up to the bench, and the puck was right in front of him. Didn't really stray the puck away and led to that little opportunity for UMass.
It's in the far corner. 5:30 to go in the third. BU with the puck. Shot onto Michael Ravel. Glove save and a whistle. I believe this is the under 10 media timeout. Jacob Repper is still waiting rinkside. We're going to send it to him. Jacob, what do you got down there?
Thank you, guys. If you think back to last year at the end of the season of December when Coach Carvel announced that Jackson Irving would be the starter going forward, it looked like that would be the case, but Coach Carvel said over the break, Michael Ravel used that an opportunity to get healthier and reassess mentally, and he's showing up ready to work. He got the start last week in the exhibition matchup versus Simon Fraser. He gets it again here, and he's looked quite good. He has a handful of saves, only 1 goal against average, but the big thing for Michael Ravel coming into this third season was Coach Carvel wanted to challenge him to have over a .940 save percentage, and unfortunately for him, he just hasn't been very close. .897 save percentage and a 3.00 goals against average. But in this one, he's brought his A game. Unfortunately for the Minutemen, they've just been left off the board.
That's right, Jacob. No goals for UMass so far. Came oh so close a couple of times. Owen Mellenbacher hit the post. Owen Murray with a good shot towards the net after Musa and Nestor still passed it around the zone, but still nothing doing for the Minutemen.
Yeah, and the Minutemen actually have a loss in this game so far. Mikey D'Angelo has not been on the ice since the second period. A huge hit to the UMass first line. 16 shots on goal here for the Minutemen. And we know Mikey D'Angelo is a key offensive threat for the Minutemen.
It's a good idea there, Noah. Have not seen D'Angelo this period. The lines have been shaken up just a little bit because of it. They'll send out Busick, Kosman, and Nestrasil.
Kosman on the first line.
Yes. Alongside Murray and Olvestad, the D pair. Nestrasil tries to chip it in. Delayed offsides. He doesn't know it. Now he does. Has to circle back, but it's Cole Hudson's possession. He'll meander his way through the neutral zone and rip it into the right corner. Olvestad plays the puck off the glass and out to the neutral zone. Right back to the stick of Cole Hudson. He'll charge up ice once more. Can't get past Bo Kosman. It's sent back the other way for Nestrasil trying to get past Owen McLaughlin. He played that wonderfully. Got it away from the check-in. McLaughlin back on the puck. Slaps it in around the zone. It rides the boards to the right corner. Puck is stuck there. Fought for by Harvey. He gets it loose to the point. Across to Boumedian. Shot blocked by Jack Galenik. Owen Murray for Nestrasil. Ahead for Wild. Nestrasil heads to the bench. Wild breaks in. And he won't go for that rush as UMass was still on the change. They have the puck again as Galenik tries to stay on sides, but he turned it over in the process.
He almost passed it backwards, back over the blue line.
Here's a chance to shoot. It was Svoboda unable. Yenchko trying to charge his way through. He gets through the defense and shoots. Saved by Yegorov. Oh, Yenchko looking for a highlight reel goal. Almost had it. Keenan across left side of the zone. It's Galenik. His shot is blocked by Trethway and cleared easily by Bednarik.
Yeah, one of the better opportunities there tonight for UMass. And, of course, Daniel Yenchko. But basically a 1-on-3 chance there. A great shot and a great save by Yegorov.
It's the best rush Yenchko's had, I think, all year. I've not seen that from him a lot. Keenan playing with fire along the red line. Tynan Lawrence trying to get it away from him. Keenan able to get it into the BU zone. Kletchka plays the body, then plays the puck to Kerr. Backhands it to the left corner. First to it is Celebrini. Backhands it back the other way behind Yegorov, but Kletchka's there to fight for it. It goes to the stick of Yzerman. He tries to play it away, but Kletchka grabs it and shoots. It took a funky bounce into the netting out of play.
Not even sure where that puck took a bounce. I think it hit like the top of the board and then just took an interesting bounce out of play.
2:55 to go in this game. It remains 1-0 the score in favor of BU. Jacob Repper remains ringside. We'll send it to him at least one more time.
Thank you, guys. 2:55 left here in the third period. Not a lot of time left, unfortunately, for the Minutemen. 17 shots on goal. Hasn't been their best game offensively, but you got to give credit to Yegorov and this Boston University defense. They've been really tough to penetrate through if you're the Minutemen. However, with less than 3 minutes left, Coach Carver likes to pull his goaltender pretty late into games, so keep an eye on the 1 minute 30, maybe 2 minute mark for the Minutemen. Hopefully they can send out some forwards and try to crack Yegorov, who has just been sensational so far tonight.
Thank you, Jacob. He sure has. He saved all 17 UMass shots.
He has, and he's looked excellent. The second-round pick for the New Jersey Devils, his post-to-post movement and rebound control has really been essential this year for the Terriers. And, of course, he's not having as great of a year as he did last year when he did play. But, of course, that is notably due to the personnel troubles for the Terriers this year. But he's looked outstanding in this game, and he's been really a huge difference maker for BU.
Yeah, Yegorov has not had much help in front of him this season, but he sure has tonight. The BU defense has been tough to penetrate for the Minutemen, but the crowd will get loud with under 3 minutes to go. Ravel does go to his goal, even though it's a offensive zone faceoff for UMass. It's won by BU for the 26th time tonight. Frechette sends it in. Rabel tries to play it along the far side. Nestrasil fights for it. It goes to a BU stick. It's Morello to shoot. Rabel got a piece. 2:30 to go. The puck is hung up in the corner. To Michael Rabel's right, it's the left corner. Del Elche fishes the loose puck, sends it ahead for Nestrasil. Good awareness by Mick Frechette to poke that one away.
Nestrasil wasn't too quick to that puck either. Kind of just waited for it to come right to him. Wasn't too quick to get that possession.
Here he is again on the puck, Nestrasil, but he's at the end of his shift. He'll rip it into the zone and go for a change with 2 minutes to go. Rabel still in his net as Frechette holds it behind the goal of Yegorov. Frechette's pass deflects into the penalty bench, out of play. Faceoff, I think, will stay in the BU zone with under 2 minutes to go.
1:55 remaining in this game. If you're UMass, you have to realize there's still time left. It's a 1-0 lead. You have one goal to tie this game up, and you have to realize that there is time left. There is time to make a difference in this game, and I think UMass has to go into that mindset, and they call a timeout, which is probably what some of the coaches are explaining to the Minutemen.
Timeout UMass. Once again, 1:55 to go. In a game where the Minutemen have had a decent number of chances, but nothing to that of what BU has had. 30 shots for the Terriers, 17 for the Minutemen. 1 goal for BU, none for UMass. Faceoffs still remain a notable stat. 26 wins for the Terriers and 11 for the Minutemen. Possession has just not been in the favor of UMass tonight.
No, and I don't think that they've really put in enough effort to gain those possessions. They've been slow on the back check, and they just haven't they haven't been moving the puck well.
It will be 6-on-5. Michael Rabel has gone to the bench. Nestrasil, Musa, Yenchko, Galenik, Del Elche, and Keenan. BU leads. Can the Minutemen tie this game late with a little bit of third period magic at the Mullins? The crowd comes to life. Galenik wins the draw. Del Elche shot deflects out of play.
Key face-off win there for UMass. Galenik, key face-off win, like I said, and they need another one. It's a key opportunity there for the Minutemen. Shot was just deflected out of play.
Galenik just beat Bednarik on the draw. He'll try again. This time it's Bednarik to win. Still an empty net for UMass. McCarthy tries for it. All the way down the ice it goes. Just wide. Icing. .144 remains.
There's time. There's time here for UMass. And with Michael Rabel on the bench, 6-on-5, this is their opportunity.
Galenik and Bednarik for a third time. Galenik wins it for Kaden. Looks for a tip. It deflects to the left corner. McCarthy's there. So is Nestrasil and Yenchko. It's kept in along the far side for a moment, but gotten out by Yzerman. He shoots just wide, and it's fought for by Del Elche. He grabs it, saves it just to the side of the goal, and I think he actually got a piece of that original shot from Yzerman.
Yeah, that was really, really close there. Del Elche did a great job of chasing after that puck.
It might have been Bednarik on that chance, but regardless, UMass still with possession here. 1:10 to go in the third. Del Elche around it goes to the near side. Hudson tries for the goal. It's caught by Keenan in the neutral zone. 1 minute to go. Keenan wrists it around. Hudson again from below the goal line. Just wide. Icing once more. UMass stays alive.
Couple close empty net chances here for BU. Gone a little left and right of the net. And a key moment here for UMass with 51 seconds remaining.
Galenic again in on the draw, this time against Brandon Svoboda. 51.2 to go. Galenic. The linesman says, my bad, as he did not drop the puck. They'll try again. Galenic wins it again. Delalce shot blocked. Rebound to Musa, stick in the right corner. 45 seconds to go. Delalce for Musa, right circle. Jack Musa across to Delalce, top of the point for Keenan. One-time shot, save Yegorov. Rebound for Delalce. Right side of the zone, 32 to go on the clock. Musa is harassed from behind by McCarthy. No call will come, and the Terriers will skate it out, and a shot just cannot go towards the net. 20 seconds remain. One last rush for the Minutemen. Daniel Yenchko into the zone on the left. It's there. It goes across to Keenan. Right side. Nestor still plays it off the boards. 10 seconds to go. It's out to the neutral zone again. Delalce in front of the UMass bench. Sends it in. 3 seconds to go. Hudson spanks it around the boards to round out the clock. And BU has beaten UMass at the Mullen Center. Yegorov with an 18-save shutout to seal the win.
Yeah, Yegorov looked excellent. Really, really key part for BU. UMass with no chances really until the last minute and a half there. If they had those chances all game, I think it would have been a much better game for the Minutemen. But they had those chances at the end of the game. They played well in the last minute and a half. I mean, those were good chances, and those were good possessions. Yegorov doing an excellent job of keeping those saves and making those key saves, and BU just doing an excellent job of defending the Minutemen tonight.
Definitely was an excellent job when you get a shutout. And Michael Rabel, can't say enough about his performance, even though it will go in the loss column.
29 saves. I mean, he looked excellent. He had that bounce-back game that I thought he would. You know, obviously, I mean, it's going to be a loss for his record, but he looked outstanding. He really looked outstanding. He looked way more confident tonight.
Battled injury, but seems to be back with potential regularity. We'll have to see who starts tomorrow night. We're going to make the trip to Boston University, WMUA, that is. It'll be myself and Cam Neary on the call tomorrow at 6 p.m. That will be found on the 91.1 airwaves, so not on YouTube. But we thank you for tuning in tonight, for dealing with the technical difficulties. But it's been fun with this booth cam and also now a ringside cam. We tried to mess around with it. Obviously, it's the first time for everything, and it's not going to be perfect, but we'll have to bring it back, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I think it was great. I really
sure
do.
Was. But we're going to say goodbye for now. Once again, 6 o'clock tomorrow on 91.1. BU wins this one, 1-0 over UMass. For myself, John Ruggiero, alongside Noah Glickman and Jacob Repper ringside, goodbye from the Mullen Center. We'll see you tomorrow night on 91.1 WMUA, the home fort for all your favorite UMass sports. Thank you. Good night.